everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Alachi. I hope you all are well. So in this video I'm going to be talking about all the jobs that I've had so far. So let's get right into it. Yeah, firstly, I worked as a steward when I was 17 at a football club. I did this job with a friend. Because this was my first time working, I was really excited, like my first time making money. It was quite, interesting because I'm not really I'm not a football fan. I don't know anything about football, but it was just nice to see how much people loved football. One of the things that I learned from that job literally is waking up early, because I remember it was every 2 weeks on a Saturday in the morning, and I lived quite far from where the football stadium was, so I had to wake up extra early to go for that job. But then the thing about it, because in that job what we did mainly was like, we had a position in a car park, and essentially one of our roles would be like to guide people around, like for example show them where the ticket office is, or where the toilets are, or where the main reception was. And yeah, it was a fun job because I did it with a friend, so it didn't really feel like work. And yeah, I just really enjoyed that work. It really taught me like money management as well, because every time I knew that, I knew every time I went for the shift, I would get a certain amount of money, and I would plan how much I would spend and how much I would save. So that was a starter job. I did that job until I went off to university, and then when I got to university I got a job at Burger King. Essentially, sometimes I'll be at the till serving customers and taking orders. Sometimes I'll be in the kitchen, either cleaning up the area, or even helping in preparing the meals or restocking goods. And I continued doing that job for like 3 months. And one of the things I really enjoyed about getting that job was, not enjoyed, but one of the things that I learned from it, which I was quite happy to learn, was time management. Because I worked on a Saturday and Sunday, I literally made sure that all my assignments, even sometimes like any personal shopping and stuff like that, I would literally do it on a weekday. So I know that Saturdays and Sundays are for work, and then once I come back I usually just eat and rest or talk to my family or friends. So that job was quite good. And then I became a student ambassador for my university, and again doing that role really helped in understanding like the key individuals to speak to within the structure of the university. It helped me to speak to students and staff that I wouldn't normally speak to, and it helped me in terms of like my confidence as well, because sometimes I would show prospective students around like the university building, talk to them about the facilities that we have, the structures, and just general things that students want to know about a university that they are hoping to apply for. And also I got a chance to speak to students that wanted to take my course, and I spoke to them about what I had done in the first year and what I'm currently doing in the second year, and my plans for the third year as well. And then the other job I had was, I worked as a healthcare assistant. Yes, yeah, I did that job. And let me tell you, like, I think out of all the jobs that I've done, that's probably the job that taught me the biggest, not lessons in life, literally lessons in life. So with being a healthcare assistant, it depends. Because I was a bank staff, sometimes I work in different wards. So being a healthcare assistant, and because I worked in different wards, it helped me to experience what different wards do. But essentially my job role was the same. So I would help some patients that needed assistance with like personal hygiene. That included, like feeding, like making beds, checking like things like temperature, heart rate, blood sugar, oxygen saturation, things like that. And it really helped me in terms of, again, in terms of my confidence, because like we're dealing with human life here. You have to be very proactive. You have to have good time management. You have to have good client focused skills, because like you want to make sure that the patients have the best service. And so that's what that job did. And also I got a chance to work with people that were a bit younger than me, people that were the same age, or people that were much older than me. And it was really, really interesting. And yeah, working within the NHS, and it really taught me that, you know, we are lucky to have our healthcare. And then the other job role that I had was I did an internship. Actually, I did two. I did one when I was 18, just before university. And that one, I didn't really do much there, but one thing I probably took away from that was just how an office environment works. And so it was quite good for me, because then when I started working, even for my second internship, it really helped me to know what to expect, like basic things, how to set up, you know, how to use Outlook, things like that, how to, you know, approach people, basic computer skills, which I've been learning at university. But one thing I really loved about the internship that I did last year was it really helped me to improve and work on my technical skills, like using certain softwares, developing my analytical skills, having my own, you know, coming up with my own decisions, problem solving, you know, proofreading, improving my attention to detail and things like that, which, you know, has proven to be quite helpful. I also had a job as a receptionist where I worked at a private hospital. Again, it was the same or similar to me working as a healthcare assistant. The only difference is I didn't do anything clinical. It was mostly customer focused, attending to patients when they come in, letting the doctor know that, you know, their patient is here, you know, communicating with their secretaries to ensure that, you know, the right patient is here for the right appointment, or at the right place in terms of the room. Currently I work in pensions. I'm really appreciative of all the jobs that I've had. They've been quite useful, so I can't wait to obviously pick up more skills from any future roles that I will have. But I'd like you guys to let me know, you know, which, like, have you done a similar job to me? And if you have, what did you pick up from the job? Like, what skills, how did it help you in terms of like your future role, and also like in your personal life as well? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys watching, and I can't wait to connect with you guys again